Assalamualaikum, 11th standard student. We have started with the topic that is chapter number 2, systematics of living organisms. In this chapter we have already completed with 5 kingdoms. Then last time we have started with cellular organisms. These cellular organisms are not included in Whittaker 5 kingdom system of classification. Now we have seen 5 kingdom system of classification which is given by Whittaker. In that cellular organisms were not included. Last time we have studied viruses. Viruses are organisms which consist of genetic material. That genetic material may be either DNA or RNA, and that genetic material is covered by a protein coat. Now today we are going to see viroids. Now what are viroids? So this is a normal potato. Here is a potato. Now what are viroids? In potato you will see a disease was found to be caused, and this disease was caused by single stranded RNA. The disease was caused by single stranded RNA which lacks protein coat. Viruses you have studied, it consists of genetic material and which is covered by protein coat. But here what we are going to see that is the genetic material is present, that is RNA, and this RNA lacks protein coat, means protein coat here is absent. And this disease is found in potato spindle tuber disease. That disease is known as potato spindle tuber disease, which is found in potato. You can see this is a potato, this is a normal potato, and if potato suffers from disease, that is potato spindle disease, in that disease you will find single stranded RNA is present without the protein coat, and that is known as, that is caused by viroids. Now what are viroids? T.O. Diner in 1971, what he said that this is a low molecular weight RNA, and this is a low molecular weight RNA and smaller in size than virus. It means that viroids are low molecular weight RNA, and the size of these viroids are also smaller than the virus. And these infectious RNA strands are called as viroids. Means these viroids only consist of infectious RNA strands, and which causes infection. In the, you can see in potato, this causes infection. So these are known as viroids. Viroids which are the infectious RNA strands without the protein coat. Okay. So viroids, what are viroids? Viroids are the infectious RNA strands without the protein coats, which lack protein coats. And the size is also low. This is low molecular weight RNA. Size is also small than viruses, and which was reported by T.O. Diner in 1971. Okay, and this disease was first found in potato spindle tuber disease. That disease known as potato spindle tuber disease. Okay, so these are viroids. Next is lichens. Lichens. This is the diagram of lichens. Now what are lichens? A lichen, it is a coexistence of algae and fungi. It is a coexistence. Coexistence means algae and fungi, they are found together, and they are known as, this algae and fungi is known as lichens, and this is there for mutual benefit. Okay, this is there for benefit of both the members, that is algae as well as fungi. Both the members here live together. We cannot find the differentiation between the member, which is algae, which is fungi. Okay, so that is known as lichens. This algal member is known as phycobiont. Lichen, as I said, has both the member algae and fungi, है ना? So algal member is known as phycobiont, whereas the fungal member is known as mycobiont. Okay, phycobiont and mycobiont. So this algal member, which is also called as phycobiont, it belongs to cyanobacteria. That is known as blue-green alga or green alga. Okay, alga, that member, algal member is called as phycobiont, and this is cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is blue-green alga, you can call it or green alga. Whereas fungal member, it is called as mycobiont. Fungal member is known as mycobiont. Then this lichens is an example, or you can say excellent example of symbiosis. Symbiosis means give and take relation. Give and take relation means both the partner here are benefited. Algae is also benefited and fungi is also benefited. Means phycobiont is also benefited and mycobiont is also benefited. That is known as mutual benefit. Both the partners here are benefited. Now how both the partners are benefited here? See here, this algal partner, that is phycobiont, it provides the food to the fungal partner. Because it is green alga, so it can prepare the food. So this alga, it provides the food to the mycobiont. Okay, phycobiont provides food to mycobiont. In return, what happens? This fungus, they provide, that is the mycobiont, they provide shelter to alga. It provides shelter, a house to alga, and also it absorbs water and minerals to alga. As alga need to prepare the food, so it requires water and minerals. So this water and minerals is absorbed by the fungal partner. Okay, and also it provides shelter to alga. Okay, algal component, that is phycobiont, provide food to mycobiont, and in return this mycobiont provides shelter as well as they absorb water and minerals to the phycobiont. Then these lichens, they are very sensitive. They are sensitive to pollution. If at the place there is pollution, then at that place you will not you will not see lichens. Okay, these lichens are not seen in the polluted regions. If the place is polluted, lichens are not visible there. They are not present there. So they are considered as pollution indicator. In a particular place, if we do not find lichen, then we will call that place as polluted area. Okay, so they are considered as pollution indicators. They are indicator for the pollution. They indicate the place this is polluted or not, because they are very sensitive to pollution. Okay, as they are sensitive to pollution, they are considered as pollution indicators. Okay, it means that they are not found at places where pollution is there. Then lichens also play very important role in soil formation. Okay, lichens play a very important role in soil pollution by using specific acid productions. Okay, by using this specific acid production, these lichens play a very important role in soil formation. Okay, so by this, students, we have completed with the chapter that is systematics of living organism. The chapter that is included, the included part of this chapter I have taught you this time. 5 kingdom, silent features of 5 kingdom system of classification will be there, and a cellular organism. So we have completed with all this part, that is we have completed with 5 kingdoms, that is kingdom Monera, kingdom Protista, kingdom Fungi, kingdom Plantae and kingdom Animalia. Then we have completed with acellular organisms. In acellular organisms we have seen viruses, viroids, and last is lichens. So we have completed with the chapter. I have given everything in the form of points, so you can note it down and you can study, and you can also see the questions which are present in the textbook for your study. Okay, the questions which are present in your textbook, you can solve the questions, you can try to solve the question, you can find out the answers which I have given in the form of notes. In this notes you will find the answers of the question which is present in the textbook. Then the part which is not present, the deleted part, you cancel it, you do not study that part. Only the part which is present, that will be there for exam, study only that part. Okay, this will be helpful for your exam whenever it will be there. Thank you.